Warning, this may be the most sidetracked I have ever been in a video, so I'm not entirely sure the entire story is going to come together. We will find out. So stay tuned! Chase Christian here with Aftershock, telling you what's on my mind today. And trust me, there's a lot. So today is Halloween. Woo! Hey Chase, what are you wearing for Halloween? Nothing. Nothing? Why? Because I'm a loner and I'm probably gonna sit on the couch watch scary movies all night. Ooh. I'm gonna be pretty lame this year and actually not do anything for Halloween. Didn't go to any parties, don't plan on going to any parties, don't really plan on hanging out with anybody. I'm probably just gonna sit on my butt and watch movies all night. Probably Disney princess movies too, because I want to be so anti-Halloween this year, it's not even funny. But Chase, why? Well, simple. I just don't feel like it this year. In the past, I've been Jack Skellington, Jack Sparrow, Jackass. No, I'm just kidding, I've never been a donkey. But yeah, like in all seriousness, I think I'm just starting to get to that age where I'm having like the before midlife crisis. It's not quite the midlife crisis. It's kind of like before you get a midlife, it's like the halfway mark. It's like you get 4 of them in a lifetime. They're not usually very big, but yeah. So for me, it's Halloween. Like when you're older, you turn 40 and you're like, oh my god, my life sucks. But when you're like 20, you're just like, man, my childhood's over. Like think about it. I can't even go to Chuck E. Cheese without a freaking kid with me. That's a true fact, look it up. You cannot go to Chuck E. Cheese unless you have a child with you. So I think I'm just gonna buy a really big thing of ice cream instead. And cookies, maybe. Cookies, I like cookies. But I did want to share a story with you guys. So I'm gonna do that. Have you ever thought that maybe you or someone you know may be a psycho? Chase, I think it's a psychic, not a psycho. Psychic. Nobody asked you. Have you ever thought someone might be a psychic? Like a sidekick? Anyway, I've had that experience in my life. Not that I was a psychic, because I mean, I totally know what color underwear you're wearing right now. That was highly inappropriate. But no, one of my mother's friends had me scared beyond all belief. Let's set the way back in time machine to like 5 years ago. Yeah, let's go with 5 years ago. Probably not accurate, but we're gonna go with it anyways. Why didn't I just turn into like a East Coaster? Why did I say it like that? I said accurate. I lived here for far too long on the East Coast. I need to go back to the West Coast. Start saying hella. That's what we say on the West Coast. We say hella. Like, damn, that was hella cool. I am getting way too sidetracked right now. Okay, so story. I was just minding my own business, you know, like every other 8th grader in the world. You know, just hanging out, spending time with his friends, looking at porno mags, smoking pot. Total typical American middle school thing, right? Quit it. Not now. Stop. You're done. Shh. Thank you. Typical stuff, right? I mean, okay. So, but do I tell my parents this? No, of course not. That would be stupid. But no. My mom has to introduce me to her friend Jen. And the way she does it is this. Hi honey, I want to introduce you to my friend Jen. She's actually a psychic and she helps Alaskan police forces finding missing children. I kid you not, Jen was just like, nice to meet you. No, I'm kidding, she wasn't creepy at all. But I didn't really think too much of this whole psychic Alaska child finding stuff. I was just like, oh, that's cool. She must have like 6th sense of smell or something. I don't know. But as she was walking around the house, she starts going towards where my room is, which my room was in the basement. And as she opens the door, she's just sitting there, she's just like, there's a great deal of evil down here, and it's after you, it's going to catch you. And I'm just like, whoa, lady, slow your roll. There are no evil forces in my room, no one's trying to get me, okay? Thanks. So I keep my distance, okay? I go to my friend's house and I'm hanging out. And I get a phone call. Hey mom, what's up? You need me to come home right now? Well, I'm in trouble? Get my ass home now? Okay. It's kind of like when you're called by your first, middle, and last name. Like when you're just called by your first name, you're like, what's up? When you're called by your first and last name, you're like, okay, I might be in a little bit of trouble. When it's just like your full name, you know that you're in trouble. So I get home, and there's a briefcase sitting on the table. And I know what's in this briefcase. I do. It's where I used to hide all of my adult reading materials that I wasn't supposed to have. And I just look at my mom and I'm like, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Great. I kid you not, I was not allowed to hang out with that friend for months on end, even to the point where my friend's mom thought it was so ridiculous that she would make jokes like, well, tell your mom that if you can come over, I'll hide the crack pipe, okay? Like, it was just kind of silly how long I wasn't even allowed to be with this friend. But it's all good now. I mean, that ain't cool, Psycho Lady. Like, I don't go busting into your business, so I mean, like, come on. Really? And then she made my dad cry, which is not easy to do. My dad's a big guy. Like, my dad came after you, you would probably pee your pants like I have in the past. My dad was just like, I'm not gonna dig this Mandy Jahandy crap. We can do Rima Palm or some crap, whatever. She puts her hand on my dad's shoulder and says, I just want you to know that your grandfather looks after you, and he's showing me a picture right now of the two of you, and you're sitting on a stool in a pool hall, wearing cowboy boots, drinking a soda pop, and he's playing pool. But I just want you to know, he loves you, and he's looking out for you. And my dad, for the first time in a long time, just starts bawling, like hardcore crying. I don't even understand. Never seen this guy cry that hard before. He goes up to his room, goes up to the attic, and brings back this photo that she had just perfectly described, and sits there bawling, looking at her like, no one has ever seen this photo before. No one even knows. My parents don't even know that I have those boots. Those were boots that I would wear only when I would go out with my pappy. So, I give up. You win. I wasn't so upset about her writing out for Swinging Pot and looking at nudie mags. But, yeah. She probably knows I'm filming this video right now. She's probably like, the force is telling me that Chase is making a video about me. And I'm probably gonna, like, spontaneously combust. But hey, you know what? I got it on camera. So, yeah, we know it was you. But on that note, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do on Halloween anymore. So if you guys have any suggestions or maybe movie titles that I should look up, just comment below, just down there, you know, in that little comment section. But if not, probably just sulk in my sorrows and cry myself to sleep. Alright. So that concludes today's story. And I don't know, that's all I got. So bye. Maybe I can be like Gangster Ash from Hogwarts. That would work, right? No? Okay.